today I wanted to talk about 10 ways to decrease cancellations and no-shows, which every one of us have cancellations and no-shows. I mean, my office still has last minute cancellations and no-shows. And if we only had one or two, it wouldn't be a big deal, but we tend to have multiple, and that really can kill your day. We are all here because we just want our patients to show up. I mean, honestly, you guys know how it is. It's 8 o'clock in the morning and 8:05, the patient's not there. And we hear the front door opens and it's like everyone starts, cheering in the back, like, yay, the patient made it. They were just late. Or at 8:05, you hear that phone ring and you know what you're going to hear when you pick up the phone. You're going to get the patient that goes, I'm sick, I can't make it today. So what can we do to really help our patients show up? That's what we want to talk about today. Now, I know that you guys were hoping for, and I'm sure your doctor's always hoping for, that magic little pill. The one thing we can do, just do confirmation calls at a certain time of day and everybody will arrive. Well, there's unfortunately not one magic pill. There's a whole bunch of things that we need to make sure that we are doing on a regular basis in our office to help our patients arrive for the appointment. And that's what we're going to talk about today. As you see with that picture, it really starts with us. It's not one magic pill. It's not one thing you can, go get revenue well and that'll fix our problem, or, send text messages. That's not going to fix our problem. It's really, what are we doing internally? What are we doing within our four walls that we can change, make sure we're doing every single day to do everything possible to help our patients arrive. So the first thing I want to talk about is we have to understand that we need to change to get our patients to change. So we need to change our culture. And this is really going to be one patient at a time. What has happened is that more than likely you've set up such a culture with your patients that it's almost okay for them to cancel. And I know that you don't believe I'm sure you're feeling, well, no, Laura, we don't think it's okay for them to cancel. But when we start that relationship with our patients where we're like, oh, we understand you can't make the appointment today. Okay, we'll move it. Or, oh, we totally understand you got called into work. No problem. We'll get it rescheduled. As we do that because we're trying to be nice, quote unquote, what we're doing is we're kind of training our patients that it's okay to cancel. It's okay to call and move their dental appointment. And we really need to change that culture. We need to change that idea with our patients. It's really not okay to cancel. And we need to start working with each and every patient to start to get them to understand that, no, when we booked this appointment for you and we confirmed you and you said you would be here, that you need to show up for the appointment. Because as you guys know, honestly, people will cancel with us before they cancel with their hairdresser. Their hairdresser gets an opening and they're on the phone canceling their appointment with us, because they know if they cancel with a hairdresser or they don't get in for that appointment, they're not going to get back in. They're not going to be able to schedule again for a while. Well, we tend to make it okay for them to reschedule. We tend to, well, we understand, let's get you rescheduled, even though we're thinking, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Another person is canceling. So we need to start. I'm not saying we don't want to use great customer service. I mean, we want to be nice and we want to work with our patients, but we need to make it not okay to cancel. Just like the hairdresser, we need to make it, no, this is important that you arrive. And if you can't make it for this appointment, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get you rescheduled for a while. We need to get that sense of urgency with our patients if we want them to have a priority with our appointments. So we need to realize that we just don't work on teeth. Okay. If it was just that little mouth that walked in with the feet, you wound it up and it jumped in the chair, we wouldn't be sitting here today. We have to remember that we're dealing with people. And if we want those teeth to arrive to the appointment, we have to really think about who are we dealing with? We're dealing with people who don't like coming to the dentist. I mean, as much as we love the dental office and we know the importance of what we do, people just don't like it. I mean, they might like you, they might like their team or your team, and you might like your doctor and your hygienist, but literally, what do? We put drills and needles in their mouths. We charge them money to get this done. They don't like the drill noise and the sounds. And so we have to understand that people are going to find every way to potentially not show up for our appointment just because it's really not that fun. If I had an option to go out to lunch with my girlfriend versus coming in and get my dental cleaning, I'm going to pick lunch every day. So we have to understand that that's kind of the industry that we're in. And that's what we, quote unquote, have our patients come in to do. So people aren't too keen on that. And patients will find any reason not to come.